Hi, I'm Abhishek and I'm the founder of Rara. It's a platform that lets you build games and share them and play them entirely through your phone. So today we're going to try to build a top-down shooter, maybe something on lines with Brawl Star, but a much simpler. But of course, you have the abilities to extend this however you want. So first things first, I've chosen kind of like the top-down editor. I want a slightly larger playing area, so I'm just going to long press on this white block right here, which is the world block, and then I'm going to go in and adjust the size. So let's just go in and be like, hey, I want this to be really kind of big, right? So I adjusted it. While I'm here, let me also adjust the theme. So the grass theme is not really doing it for me. Maybe I want it to be like a Western shooter. So I'm just going to go to theme and maybe just choose the desert theme right there, right? And now we have this large space to be able to work with. When I go to play, let's see what we have right now, right? So I have this character, I can move it around. I have the ability to jump. I don't know if I need that yet. And then I have the attack option. So first thing, I want this to be a top-down shooter. So let me just adjust the view to be a top-down view. So I'm going to click on the view button. I'm going to say top-down, and I'm going to zoom out a bit so I have a better view of my playing space. There we go. All right. So I said we might not need the jump. So actually, let's just remove the jump. When I go to play, you'll see the button has also disappeared. And now, well, first thing that we need for shooter is we need a gun. So let's just go into objects, and I'm going to go and I'm going to choose from these weapons right here. So I'm just going to pick this weapon, add it to my palette, and then place it wherever I want in the world. Maybe I want two different weapons that behave differently, so I can add another weapon from here, place this somewhere else in the world. Maybe this one's like a slower weapon that does more damage, and that one's like a rapid fire but does less damage. And then I can also maybe just to add some variety, add in like a melee weapon. Yes, I'm going to add it in there as well. Now, as soon as you go into play, let's see what we have now. I can go pick this gun. Oh, and now the button changes to a shoot button, and I can start shooting, right? And I can go then collect this other one and also start shooting. So first thing that we need something to shoot at. So let's just see what we can add in. So we have some options right here. We have this enemy, but okay, so I'm just going to take this enemy from the palette, place a few of them around in this world. Right. Let's see. We want them to move around in a random fashion. So I'm just going to long press on it, go to their wander behavior. I'm going to say, hey, move around kind of fast, and just move around in a random manner. Then I can just also adjust their starting rotations for each of them so that they start off in a random direction. All right. Um, Now I can go to play. You'll see these enemies are running around. Can get one of these guns and then try to, well, fire at them. Now the next thing that I can do is let's make these guns behave differently, right? So let's just pick this first one right here, and let's say this one's a rapid fire gun. So I'm going to go on its gun behavior. I'm going to say, okay, you should aim automatically, do very little damage, but let's increase the fire rate so you can fire really rapidly with this one. And also the bullets kind of tend to go kind of fast. And for the other one, um, well, this is the sword. For the other gun, I'm going to actually change it, and I'm going to say, okay, the damage is much higher, right? Maybe all the way like 50, but the fire rate is much lower. So that way you have to be a little strategic in the weapon that you choose. The speed also is slower. All right. And now to add a little bit more variety to the world, so it's just not a flat plane, I can simply go in and start adding some things. So maybe I want some areas that I can hide behind, something like that. And of course, you can create whatever you want. Let's just also create some bits of water. There we go. and also just some walls, I guess, to hide behind right over there. Now I go back to play. Now I have a lot of the basic elements of a top-down shooter, right? This is the rapid fire gun. You can see I can fire pretty rapidly. It tends to auto aim, but I need to. There, I got the first one. Let's switch over to the second gun, and this one has a much slower fire rate. So even if I'm tapping it, it's going to slow much. It's going to fire much slower. So I have to be really good in my aim. But there, I kill it with one hit. Um, so that's the basic elements that you need to create your top-down shooter. And of course, you can now go in and you can add more obstacles. You can add more health pop-ups if you want, or collectibles, and start building out the world the way that you want. And if you want access to the app, descriptions are in the link, and don't forget to subscribe.